Hi, I am still on vacation, so I apologize for the very bad lighting. But I'm also a little sick, just a little because of the weather. It's very hot here where I am. And apparently, my body doesn't respond to the heat very well. I actually got rashes, I had hives this morning, but which is odd because I was born and raised in the Philippines, and that is a tropical country. So I don't know what's happening to me. Anyway, I got a request to do a reaction for SB19's unreleased song Kalakal, which they performed live. So let's get to it. I'm very excited because they haven't released a song as a group in a while. They've been concentrating on solo projects. So this is the first time in a while. The title is Kalakal, and for those of you who don't speak my language, it means trade. Okay. And SB19 is the most popular and successful boy band in the Philippines right now. They never fail when it comes to the witty, the how witty their lyrics are. Okay, so just one thing to remember or at least notice is that this is a live event, and it is very apparent that the organizer prioritized the people that are actually in the studio or in the venue. So that means that what we're hearing right now is very rough. There's no post production. They did not fix the levels. They did not minimize the noise. So it is not as it is not as refined as would you're probably used to when it comes to other groups or other performances. That being said, even with the rough output, you can still very clearly hear the distinction of the voices of the five people, and that speaks of how great they are as performers, that they manage to actually make you hear each of the voice of the five members, each of the voices of the five members. Let's just listen to a little bit of that so that you can uh, understand what I'm talking about. Like, you can hear their five voices, but they still come together very smoothly. And the part that made me smile is that the last line, they said essentially what they're saying is that when it is them that are selling, you will be forced to spend even your savings. Or in other words, they're saying that whatever it is that they serve, the whole world actually eat it up, something like that. It's just that because of the way that they phrase it, sounds very witty. This is Ken, for those of you who don't know. He's one of the rappers, obviously. Okay. So in the Philippines, for those of you who don't know, in the Philippines there are 108, more than 180 ethno-linguistic groups. And so we have hundreds of languages. And he is singing his part in a language I do not understand. As embarrassing as that may sound. So I have no idea what he said. There is a part that I understand, something like, this is a different type of shit or something like that. But the rest I don't understand. So I really don't know what it is that he's saying. Wait. What? Ooh, why is he rapping? What? Okay. So Justin is actually a vocalist in the group. He's the bunso. If Koreans have the maknae, the youngest in the group, we have a bunso, the youngest in the group, and he's the youngest, and he's also a vocalist. Why the hell is he rapping? And he did it so well. I'm so sorry. I'm so shocked that I can't process. I wasn't able to process what he was saying. So I'm just gonna have to listen to it again. I'm sorry. All right. Why the hell is he rapping? What? What? Okay. So basically, what he's saying is talking about like he looks like an angel, but he's actually a fighter, and that you don't try whatever it is that they feed you. It's good. Don't force yourself to spit it out just because you hate us. Something like that. Just submit to the greatness of SB19. I'm just so shocked that he's actually rapping and he's doing it so well. Jesus, what happened? Okay, sorry. So this is next is Josh, who's actually a rapper in the group. What? What? Whoa. Okay. I swear Josh is underrated as a songwriter. Um, Despite the success and everything like that, I swear he is underrated. There, this one, and I think this one's a little stronger in message and he's more direct. And I think probably because of his experience, he's been writing raps and he's been a rapper for a while now, so he kind of knows the game better than Justin. But this one is very hard hitting. He's very direct. He said something like, they were spat out, they were ignored, they were people tried to erase them, but they're still here. And that the witty part that I actually liked was when he said in Filipino, um, uh, maraming maraming nawala, sorry, laging kami yung nagsimula, but we started it, but a lot of people copied it. Whatever it is that we start, people are copying. That's the witty part that I like. In Filipino, he said, um, maraming nawala, dinala, kami nagsimula, lahat gumaya. So kami ang nagsimula, lahat gumaya. We started it and everybody else copied it. So I think this is really directed towards those that are hating him. I don't think it is necessarily directed towards other performers or other groups, but more on haters, the fans or other critics that are criticizing them destructively. I think this is him saying that they basically paved the way. Like if everything that they have tried, everything that they have done, the efforts that they are making, everybody else is copying it. But that is him talking more to haters because they've been getting a lot of flack for what they're doing. A lot of people are saying that they're just K-pop copycats and stuff like that. So I think it's him more talking to haters more than other performers. Okay, let's get to the next part. What? What is happening? Why is he rap? Okay, this is Stell. He's actually the main vocalist of the group. And why on earth is he rapping? Okay, I'm gonna need a minute. What? Okay. Okay. Let's just, I did not hear anything that he said. I was so shocked. Okay. Did they write this? I mean, did the members write their own raps or was it Pablo? Okay. All right. So his is just as hard hitting as Josh, I would say. But of course, because Josh has been rapping for longer, of course the flow is different. You can hear that they're just starting to rap essentially. They're great though. I mean, for somebody who's just beginning to rap, they're still great. He's saying that there's still more. He's directly talking to haters again, and then he's talking about there's more than I can offer than just my face. But I don't even bother trying to know it. You're just going to end up envying me. And then the wittiest part, the one that I really like, is towards the end when he said that I let's just come here. I'm just going to give you something to take home or a pack lunch or something. Papabaunan kita. So what he's essentially saying is that whatever it is that they have so much of that they can give you more to take home. Like the skill, the talent, they have a lot of it, enough for them to even give you something like that. Okay, so I was just shocked because Stell is actually a vocalist, and this I did not freaking expect that he was going to. um, okay, the thing is that because okay, let's just finish Pablo because this most likely Pablo is the next one. Why did he not rap? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, but I'm going through it. But I think so. The four members, two of them are actually vocalists. We're the ones who actually they rap, and Pablo is usually a rapper, also a great singer though. But he didn't, unless he's going to rap. But I don't think he is. He did the vocals. I think that in itself is a statement, some sort of their way of saying that um, there's more to the group that you don't know, and that each of the member can do anything. Like there is no weak spot in the group. Just because they have roles or they have they were given roles, it doesn't mean that the other members can't do what other members are doing. And I think that in itself is a statement. And Pablo not even bothering to rap, that in itself is a statement. Like we're going to bring it even if it's not in the usual format that you're used to. That is the depth of the talent of SB19. Okay. And just the stability of these people, even when they're jumping and dancing, you can hear this is absolutely live. They don't even have a backtrack, and you can still how stable you can hear how stable the vocals are. Whoa! Glock 9 is one of the legendary rappers in the Philippines. He's known for his rhymes. You can probably hear it even if you don't understand his what it is that he is saying. But essentially, what it kind of feeds into what SB19 has already been saying. Like whatever it is that SB19 offers, you're not even aware that whatever it is that they are serving, you are eating. That's the gist of what he's saying. It's just so hard. I guess just like any other language, it's just there's a lot of nuances and sensibilities. It's almost impossible to translate, especially raps that are well written, that were written in our own language. It's so hard to translate them correctly. But that's the gist of what he's saying. That when SB19 serves, you're not even aware that you're actually eating it. One thing is that, and I've noticed this, that in many other countries, when a rapper features in someone else's song, um, most of the time it does not connect. What it is that they're saying, it doesn't connect to the entire theme of the song. They sort of go off on their own and talk about themselves, even if the song is a love song or something like that. But one thing I appreciate about Filipino rappers, and especially Glock 9, is that when you collaborate with him, he actually makes it a point to write something that connects to the song, the theme of the song, or the message that you're saying. So the entire song actually sounds cohesive. And he adjusts his flow. Glock 9 is not stuck in one flow. He can adjust his flow to fit the flow of the entire song that he's featuring in. And this is like a dream collaboration for me. You can hear the five voices. Listen to Pablo's ad-libs. This is a dream collaboration for me. I admire both. I am a huge fan of Glock 9. I've actually reacted to some of his songs, specifically one that he did with Skasta Kali, another singer, another rapper, also a singer that from the Philippines that I admire. But singing seeing the both of them in one stage collaborating in a song, that's one of my dreams. And yeah, so I guess I've said almost everything that I wanted to say. I think the as you listen to the song, one thing that you can clearly notice is the distinct style of each of the verses. Of course, it will always be different. For Josh and for Ken, they've been rapping for a while, so you can clearly hear how comfortable they are with their flow. Josh specifically actually changed his flow with just 4 lines, and but even with Stell and Justin, they're not bad. Even if this is at least as far as I know, this is their first time rapping, they're still not that bad. And maybe that in itself is the statement that they're trying to make, especially because Pablo didn't rap. I think they are trying to tell people that it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter even if we switch roles. If the singer actually raps, we're still gonna bring it. I think that's the main message. And the other thing is that this is one of the few times that they've actually not wasted, but they spent some time actually addressing the haters, addressing the judgment that they have been getting, and they did it well. But I hope that they release it soon, because I would really want to hear a version that is more clean, just in terms of the technicalities, to remove the noise, fix the levels. As I've said, it is a live event, so they didn't do any kind of cleanup to the voice, but the audio, but it still sounds so good. All right, thank you for sending this over to me. Thank you so much. If you ever ended up liking this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Also, share the video if you can. Follow me on Patreon, follow me on X or on Twitter, and of course on Instagram. Thank you.